Hi, everybody. It's Ben Gonsher from Southern NCSY. I'm a regional director down here, and I'm a Southern NCSY alumni. Okay, originally from the Midwest, go Omaha, Nebraska, but last year joined up in Southern NCSY as VP of Juniors. Met my lovely wife, Aviva, who was the was the president, the regional president of Southern NCSY. And it's been just a wonderful, wild ride with NCSY ever since. So I'm thrilled to be here and just elated to be part of the Alumni Devar Torah series. If you're like me, you probably hate when people tell you they're going to do something, and then you got to wonder in your mind, is it going to happen or not? You ask somebody to pick something up on the way to work or on the way to school, and not sure if they're going to remember to do it. Or you invite someone to an NCSY Latte and Learn, Shabbaton, they say, yeah, I'm coming, don't worry about it. They even hit attending on Facebook. And in the back of your mind, you're not sure, is it going to happen, is it not going to happen? Are they going to deliver? It's a little funny then that Yaakov has this great dream in Parshat Vayeitzei, where God talks to him, the angels going down, coming up, all that. And God says, look, Yaakov, you're going on a journey, and I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to make sure that I give you stuff to eat, that you're protected, that's a safe travel, and I'll even bring you back to Eretz Yisrael. Don't worry about it. I got your back. Yaakov wakes up, and you know what he says? He says, not sure. Is God going to take care of me or not? And so he makes a neder. He says, look, let's make a deal. God, you take care of your stuff. Get me food, take care of my kids, return me in peace, make sure my car doesn't break down on the side of the road. You do all that, says Yaakov, and I promise you, God, I'll come back here and I'll set up this little altar and I'll even give a little bit of tzedakah. But what's going on? God just said to him, I'm going to take care of you. And Yaakov's saying, not really sure. Maybe they're not going to attend the Latte and Learn. Like, who's Yaakov to challenge whether God's going to make good on his promise or not? And then what's really funny is that after he goes through this neder, after he makes this deal with God, all of a sudden Yaakov's got this enthusiasm. Vayeitzei Yaakov Raglov Vayelech. Yaakov dances out of there. His heart picks his feet up and he starts singing and dancing and is all excited to head out on his journey because now, for some reason, he's convinced God's going to do what he said he's going to do. What's going on here? So we all know the story where, you're late to a meeting in downtown Manhattan. Thank God I've never had a meeting in downtown Manhattan. I don't even know what that's all about. Wish I could show you the beautiful palm trees outside, but you have a meeting in downtown Manhattan and you are driving around looking for a parking spot, nothing doing. No spots. God, I'll tell you what, please, you give me a parking spot and I will start, I'll start going to shul every single Shabbos. Every Shabbos I'm going to be there. Just give me a parking spot, please. No spots. 5 more minutes. All right, God, look, every Shabbos I'll be there. And you know what else? I'll call my grandmother 3 times a week. I promise. I'll call her. I'll ask her how she's doing. I'll listen to her stories. God, help me find a spot. 5 more minutes. No spot. All right, God, you got Shabbos. You got calling grandma. An hour a day. I won't speak Lashon Hara. Please just help me find a... Wait a minute. And right then a spot opens up. You pull in. Never mind, God. I got this one. Take it all back. It's good. How many times in life do we look at all the blessings, all the good things that are happening to us, and we say, you know what? It's all me. Kochi v'otzum yadi, I'm the one doing it. Yaakov wasn't scared that God was going to take care of him or not. God said he's going to do it, and Yaakov believed that. You know what Yaakov was scared of? Maybe Yaakov would start getting a little arrogant. Maybe he'd start feeling that all the good stuff that's happening, that's all because of me. I'm the one doing all this, and I'm the one who's making sure that all the success is coming my way. Yaakov didn't want that, and so he put 2 systems of checks and balances in place. 2 different things he says we got to focus on if we want to make sure that we always recognize it's God calling the shots. First thing he does, he says, look, I'm going to set up this altar, this mizbeach, which we know stands for tefillah nowadays. I'm going to daven. If you ever want to know who's in charge, all we have to do is invest in our tefillos. That's it. Got to talk to God. We got to ask him for things. We got to thank him for things. We do that. Maybe 3 times a day, however often we're doing it. But if we really think about what tefillah means, that will force us to reflect on the fact that we're not in charge. God's the one who's calling the shots, and all we got to do is reach out to him for the things we want, for the things we need. That's the first thing. Second thing is Yaakov says to God, I'll give tzedakah. I'll give meiser. I'll give away as much as I can to help others in need. We want to know how to keep ourselves in balance and make sure that we're not taking credit for everything. We got to give tzedakah. It's not easy. Certainly not easy. I mean, I worked hard for that. I'm going to give it away. When we recognize that it all comes from him, that it's all coming from upstairs, that it's his money, then yeah, we'll be willing to give tzedakah. Little minor baby plug for NCSY. You know, it doesn't matter where you give tzedakah, but you got to give it somewhere good. And if we want to remember that it's God who's calling the shots, that he's the one in charge, we got to work on our tefillah, and we got to invest more in tzedakah. I want to thank everybody for listening. Have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos.